Hello, welcome to my channel. Today is kind of be a little different, more chit-chatty, a little bit about quirks. My quirks, again, just some chit-chat, and then we have a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away 2 boxes, 1 box for this video and then 1 box for an upcoming video. So 2 boxes total, but again, 1 per video. Each video does not, your comment on that video doesn't have anything to do with the other giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed, and in the box below or in the comment section below, you need to use the word giveaway, all one word, and then also tell me a quirk about yourself. So this has been a crazy summer. I do feel blessed that I'm a teacher, so I get, the summer with my daughter. We were in North Carolina at the Outer Banks. That was a great trip. And then for the 4th of July, we were supposed to be at a gold panning camp in North California, not Carolina. And we did make it there, but only for 24 hours before we got evacuated because of a forest fire. We were never in any danger. So as far as an adult goes, I knew we were never in any danger. It was a little traumatizing for my 7-year-old. They rang a gong, told us we had 30 minutes to pack up, which was a little extreme. They could have given us way more time than that. It did get to the property line of the camp, but not until like 24 hours later. So that trip was cut short, but alas, clearly we lived and it's fine. So it has been definitely an interesting summer, but a good summer because I have extra time with my daughter, and that's awesome. All right, so let's talk about some quirks. Probably number 1 is I talk very loud. I don't think that probably comes across on camera. I really have no idea. For many of my videos early on, people would tell me it was too quiet. I mean, that was more, I think, my phone than anything. But I talk really loud, and I don't know as a young kid if I talked loud. The first memory I have of people commenting on it was college. But I would suspect maybe I talked loud always, and I don't know why. My dad is hard of hearing, but I don't remember having to yell for him to hear. So I don't know. At this point, it sometimes can be a sore spot. People like to tease me about it, especially my cousins, but I get comments at my job. And if I think about it, I can sort of lower my voice, but I don't know. It would take a lot of thought to constantly lower my voice. So that's one of my biggest quirks that if you met me, you would just instantly know I talk really loud, which is what it is. I suppose if I could get rid of it, I would. As a teacher, it kind of benefits me because the kids hear me. There's no question that they're going to hear me. So anyway, that is one of my biggest quirks, and I'm really not sure how it goes, why it got there. People have thought, oh, maybe my hearing's bad. I have checked that out at doctors before, and basically, there's a few little things in the high range that aren't, so good, but basically my hearing comes out normal, and they say I have no issues. All right, this is just a random makeup throw in here. This is the new launch, I believe, by Maybelline, and this is their Super Stay Vinyl Ink. This is one of those purchases that I could say YouTube made me buy, and the jury's out. I have it on right now. This is one that I feel like needs to have packaging with it that educates you. And I know we're trying to get away from packaging, and so that's nice, but this was just at Target in a little cardboard box, like a cardboard little box. There's no other packaging. Now on the back in very small print, it says shake well. From what I've gathered from that YouTube video, she didn't think it worked, but down in the comments, people were saying you have to shake it. So this morning I had it on. The first time I forgot to shake, it had come off already. So I know even though she didn't really shake it, it did for her stay on pretty much all day. It's supposed to be like a stain, eat proof, I guess kiss proof, whatever. But you have to shake it. And I don't know whether you can hear it, but there's something in there that moves. So if you don't shake it, it's not going to stay. But I don't know. Again, the jury's out. It's tacky. It feels tacky to me. It has a very thin applicator, so it goes on nicely. We will see. I'm interested to see if it's looking like this 6 hours from now. But I feel like they need like a giant QR code that says scan me please or something, or like, I don't know, all caps, shake me. But I feel like this is probably a really good product, but it has very specific directions that if you don't follow, it doesn't work. But in general, I think Maybelline is where it's at as far as drugstore makeup. Anyway, all right, back to some quirks. I don't know if this is really a quirk, but it's just something about me. I wish I could change it too, honestly. I am claustrophobic. And in multiple ways, really. And it only gets worse as I get older. People say, especially like, again, family, friends, mind over matter. Well, my mind is weak. It's just, it's not going to win in this battle. And claustrophobic for me, I mean, there's probably even other words. I do not like small spaces. I would not want to be in small spaces. Like the average cave tour that everybody goes on, totally fine. My husband went on one in college where you're like, you know, like really going through tiny little spots. No, thank you. But like for me, like tours that involve a like big passenger van stress me out because I'm afraid I'm going to get the back bench. And I think the feeling being trapped, I don't know. But anyway, claustrophobia, I do not like. At this point, if there's a phobia for not having control, that would be me too. I don't like not being in control. Yeah. But that kind of comes to the passenger van. I don't feel like I'm in control. I'm in the very back. But if I was in the passenger van in the passenger seat or that first row, I am fine. I don't know. But that just seems to kind of like come more and more as I get older. So I don't know. Anyway. Number 3, sleeping, which I don't know is really a quirk, but I guess for me it's developed into a quirk. Prior to college, I don't think I had any of these things. Once I went to college, and I grew up in the country, so there was like no road noise, no city noise. So going to college, like you could just hear, I think my dorm did not have any insulation, so you could hear everybody. And so a way I coped with that was a fan. At this point, I feel like, I mean, my husband would call me a princess in a pea. I want it dark. I needed there to be a fan. Like I want it to be cool. At this point, I feel like a huge criteria, in order for me to sleep well. I would say that is one area where I've gotten a little bit better. Used to, like when I traveled, I would bring my own pillow. Now I've gotten to where I can do hotel pillows. I am crazy in that I bring a clothespins and a blackout curtain. So I'm not sure I've gotten better other than I now travel with my stuff. So that is something. Also with travel, I am motion sick, and I've been motion sick pretty much forever. When I was younger, my parents really didn't travel. We just did not travel. If traveling for us would have been going to southern Indiana for a state park or something. And a lot of the roads in Indiana are straight. So I'm not sure motion sickness would have come about. But traveling in like early high school, junior high, I didn't realize what it was, but I would get sick. I remember being in Arizona with my grandma. We took a helicopter ride. I was so sick for the rest of the day. And I don't think then, at least I don't think my grandma or I, or definitely not me, I was in early high school, thought that that was motion sickness. I assume back then Dramamine was around. I really have no idea if Dramamine was around in the 80s and 90s. I assume it was. But nobody like thought, oh, you have motion sickness. You should just take a pill before you do that. So it was quite a few, I would say probably into college before I realized, oh, that's motion sickness and I need to take medicine. And so for me, medicine was just fine. It worked just fine. No big deal. Then I got pregnant. And, you know, when they tell you everything changes, I'm not sure I really thought that through. I mean, not thought through. I don't think I believed it. Like, so many things have changed, kind of for the worse as far as my body goes, but clearly I would do it 100 times over for Cora. But I am now way, way, way more motion sick than I ever was prior to being pregnant. And motion sickness is the viscous of your ear fluid. Which I think is just, you know, genetic. You either have a thick fluid and no motion sickness, or you kind of have a, you know, a more fluid thing. So I'm not sure how pregnancy changed that, but I get way more sick now. and the medicines don't work as much. So those are some quirks. I just noticed this one on vacation. At home, I sleep, if we're laying like on our back, I sleep on the right side of the bed. On vacation, I sleep on the other side of the bed. I don't know how that goes. Anyway, I don't know. So those are just a few quirks that I have. I'm sure I have a lot more, but I would love to learn about you guys. That's one of the things I love about YouTube. I love your comments. I love learning from other YouTubers or you guys, if you guys give me tips or tricks. And I just think that this is, for me, has been a fun hobby. It's been going on now 5 years, I think. So I got started with Stitch Fix, was my first foray into YouTube. And I know it's 5 years because I had a picture of me in the shirt. I think my very first Stitch Fix purchase was at the zoo. It was 2 years after my dad passed, and I would say those 2 years were not dark per se, but dark moments for sure. I was probably a little bit depressed postpartum, or my dad, who knows. But I don't even know how I got to Stitch Fix, because prior to that, I did not watch YouTube. Had you asked me, I would have said it's a bunch of hooey balooey, waste of time, and stay away. And I don't know how I got to Stitch Fix, but Stitch Fix led me to, let's see what it's about, and somehow I got on YouTube that way. And I never looked back, really. At this point, I watch too much YouTube. But the Stitch Fix was like, I think I was kind of waking up out of my dad 2 years after Cora was born, and I wanted to feel better about myself. And so at that point, I think for those 2 years, I was not dressing stylish in any way. And so Stitch Fix, I think, helped. I was getting better clothes, feeling better about myself. And that's sort of how I started Stitch Fix, and then YouTube. And early on, for whatever reason, I thought I should delete my videos. So I would delete pretty much all my videos and then like leave a few. Of course, I would add more, but like every few months, I would delete my videos off YouTube. I really don't know why. I really have no idea why. And so when I started YouTube, I literally was holding my camera in the mirror, to see my outfits. I was holding it on my bed to show the clothes I got. And then I've slowly evolved this hobby, and I really love it. And I don't see that changing because I just enjoy it. Like, I don't know, it's a hobby and I love it and I'm glad I have it. And I feel like I've evolved over the years. I think the latest or like the oldest video I have is from 2018, but I'm pretty sure I had started in a year prior, or at least 6 months prior. But again, I was deleting videos. I don't know why. But I don't even know how we got onto that. But that's how I sort of got into YouTube, was through Stitch Fix. And I still love Stitch Fix. I think I've gone a little bit on Stitch Fix crazy here lately. But it is so hard for me to find clothes at the store. I don't know, like my body type or what. But I tried. Darn it, I try. Prior to my daughter, some of my alone time would be, I'd have lunch by myself. I'd go to the mall, sometimes with a girlfriend, sometimes not. And I just love perusing the mall, finding things. At this point, the mall is depressing for many reasons. I feel like at least our mall here, a lot of the stores are closing. But even the stores that aren't closing, I don't find anything. If I find something I like, it doesn't fit right, whatever. So honestly, buying my clothes through a subscription box, I kind of feel like that's all I can do at this point. I do occasionally, of course, find a piece at Kohl's or find a piece at Walmart or Target or wherever, but it is hard. If I was going to find my whole wardrobe just with stores, I think it would be not good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching with me. Please leave a comment below. Giveaway, all one word, and then also to be included in the giveaway, list something about yourself, preferably a quirk, but it could just be anything. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Oh, I didn't pick a date for when the drawing will be. Let's see. I'm getting my phone out right now and get a calendar going. Let's go with, July 19th. It will close July 19th. And I will have my email in the description box to notify, so you guys can email me for the winner. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Bye.